Welcome back, guys. So today we're going to be covering the top 5 damage-dealing characters in Injustice 2 Mobile. So if you watched the previous video, you know that we covered the top 10 overall characters in Injustice 2, and we're now going to break it down into the best damage-dealing, best tank, and best support heroes, so that you can understand how each class works and who you should be putting on each of your teams, and then we're going to have a end-all be-all video that is the top 5 teams in Injustice 2, so you know how to play them. So a lot of people just throw characters on their team that do the most damage and go, okay, we're hoping to win, let's go for it. But they don't understand which damage-dealing characters to use, and then they lose 50% of their arena matches and lose the points that they were hoping to earn just simply because they're using the wrong damage-dealing characters. So, number 5 on my list is Powered Supergirl. And if we look at this, we talked it through in the previous video. The reason that she's number 5 on the damage dealing ability is because she has this passive that is 25% chance to adjust power costs by 100% on basic jump, rush, range, and crouch attacks for ability 1, which is Walking Laser. It costs 3 power, and it would be free if she did 1 every 4 critical attacks. So if you have her statistics, okay, if her stats are critical attack chance of 75%, that means 3 out of 4 attacks are going to be critical attacks, okay? So if you look at the powered heat vision, currently at star rating 4, it's 25% chance to adjust costs by negative 100%. At star rating 5, I believe it's 30%. That means 1 in 3 critical hits, you're going to get a powered heat vision, or a powered walking laser, I apologize. If you're getting this power walking laser for free, and it's also doing critical hits, then that is a massive amount of damage for free. So if we look at it, right, let's just go ahead and play one. I'll do 4 here, heroic, and we'll do Atlantean Aquaman. And we just throw her on the team. Where is she? We throw her on the team, and then just so that we don't lose, I'll throw these 2 on the team, right? So here we go. We're gonna see how much damage she does just from that walking laser. If she does, I've only got 14% critical attack chance, remember. So let's see how much damage she does to this team. And she's only, what, was it 15,000? Oh, by the way, and she's got an 8-hit combo, so that's another thing that's awesome about her. But there's our first damage. She does 503 damage on her critical hit, and you can see that each one of these is a different opportunity to get a critical hit. So you know how if you've got a character that does only 1 hit on their special, like Mythic Wonder Woman's Chop Slide, her sword, where she hits 1 time, right? That is a 1 time to critical hit, and if you don't get a critical hit on that, you've wasted your ability. Whereas not Dark Supergirl, but Powered Supergirl has, I think it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 chances to do critical hit on her special one alone. So if you've got a 75% chance, then you're getting your full opportunity to get critical hits on that. And you guys know that critical hits do massive amounts of damage. So we'll finish this one out just real quick. I'm just going to use Wonder Woman just to finish it off here, just because she's a higher threat count. Just want to finish it off and get to the next one. So you've got to think, how many hits is special one? How much power is it draining from them? How much damage is it doing when it critically hits? Does it have opportunities to do that? Right? So that is the reason that I have Powered Supergirl as my number 5 choice. Number 4 choice. Oh, he is so broken, and he would be a lot higher if there weren't just characters that are absolutely ridiculous. So let's look at Speedforce The Flash. He is my number 4 damage dealing character. As you can see, I've maxed him out at 5 stars. I've got him at level 52. I will get all of his gear up to 60 at some point in my lifetime, hopefully. But even at level 5 gear, he's already at almost 30k thread. His stats are pretty good. His damage is massive. It's already 1900. His talents are pretty garbage. and then his abilities. Let's look at them. So this is one of the only characters in the entire game that you can get a perfect game with. If you guys haven't seen that video, go check it out, but I've played many a perfect game with Speedforce The Flash where I don't take any damage on any of my heroes at all. So he's so fast that you can outspeed any of your opponents. He's the fastest character in the entire game, which means that if you do a combo and you finish your combo with a dash forward, you can actually dash backward before they get their combo to start. So you take 0 damage. Additionally, while you're dashing backwards and forwards, you're taking no damage. It says unhittable while attacking with rush or evade. That's his passive. Then you've got team fast attack chance. That is unreal. That means that every other, or sorry, 30%. That means that every 3 hits, you're going to get an extra hit on the team. So that means you're doing, for every 3 hits, you're essentially doing 4 hits, which means you can get a 12-hit combo easily with this character. Fastest man alive, special 1, is the reason that he's so broken. At whatever it's called, at ability level 60, fastest man alive has a 69 or 77 or 70% chance to stun the enemy, and it's only 3 power, guys. 3 power. All right, so let's go and see how broken he really is in arena mode. Right, he's only 28,000 threat, and we're gonna try and take on a 83,000. Right, so let's just run through this. So remember, first off, he gets these massive combos. He helps his entire team get combos. He doesn't take any damage when he's dashing. And then he can also stun massively. So let's just back it up to begin with. And then we'll dash forwards and back it up again. Dash forwards, use special 1. Stunned. And the stun is long enough, by the way, that you actually stun them for 2 sets of... Oh, I messed up. Could have had a perfect match there. Dash forwards, dash backwards, dash forwards. I'm gonna get punched. I can't use my specials because I didn't dash properly. That's just me playing badly. If I had actually played properly, then I would have been good to go, but it was over in about 30 seconds, and if I hadn't played stupidly, then I would have been able to wreck that quickly. So he should be able to do it all by himself. He's amazing. If I had any crit chance on him, every single one of those 12-hit combo portion could have a chance to crit as well. And again, when I level him up to have a massive stun chance on his special 1, he's going to be unbeatable. He's going to be a god. Alright, so next we've got Predator Batman at number 3. If you guys saw, like I said, the previous video, then you would probably already know that him and Arkham Knight Batman are very close to tied for second for most best damage in the entire game, but Predator Batman is coming in third because of Arkham Knight Batman's passive. So let's look at it real quick. We've got his passive as Batwing Airstrike, which essentially does 10% damage at level 1 when he tags into the enemy team. If you get it to star rating 5, then it will do 15% on tag in, 15% negative, or sorry, removing 15% of their health on tag in, which is awesome because you can tag him in and tag him out and tag him in and tag him out, which means that if you're playing against really high health teams, really tanky teams, he can remove portions of their health very easily just by tagging in and tagging out, so you don't have to use any energy to actually do that, right? His first ability, Kryptonite Strikes, disable abilities for 3 seconds, so that's helpful. It's disabling them. It's not allowing them to actually do damage, and while you level them up, it does it for 0.05 seconds, so 0.05 times 60 would be whatever the hell it is at level 60. I'm not doing that math on camera. But then it also does massive damage and is armor piercing. That's all fine and dandy, right? But it actually does less damage than his special 2, which is his stun bomb. And everybody knows that stun bomb is what you should be using on Batman. That's the reason for having a Batman on your team. His stun bomb stuns people for long enough that you can do 2 sets of combos, 2.5 sets of combos at level 60. And then by the time they come out of that stun, you're almost ready to have another stun bomb ready to hit them with. This can kill entire teams because the bomb portion will be the portion that carries over to the next character that tags in, and they'll get stunned and then be stunned again when they try and do some damage. So then if you put him on a team with like Dr. Fate or something like that, it only costs 2 power to use his stun bomb, which is amazing, right? So let's just look at this character. We'll go to Arena again and see how he does with Dr. Fate on his team. Where the hell is he? Oh, did I put him in operations? I might have, because I'm trying to level him up. Did I? Where the heck is he? Yeah, I put him in operations. Dang it. Okay, well, I can't show you that now. I apologize. I'm trying to get him to level 60 as soon as possible. But the good part is I can show you Arkham Knight Batman, which has the same abilities, right? So if we look at him here, Arkham Knight Batman. The reason that I've got him at number 2 on my list is because of his passive ability. It is his team hazard damage. Now, a lot of people don't realize, and again, I apologize for keep referencing the previous video that I made about the top 10, but the reason is his stun bomb, the actual bomb portion of his special 2, is a hazard. So if you look at it, if you click into it, it shows you that it's a hazard. Now that means that it is actually doubling the damage that the stun portion of his ability does. You can't beat that, because the only reason you've got Batman on your team is to use his stun bomb. So it's doubling the effect of his stun bomb, and it's also helping out any character on your entire team that has hazard damage. That's Emerald Green Lantern Special 1. That's Harley Quinn Special with the Cupcake. It's Atlantean Aquaman's Lightning. It is, oh man, I can't even remember. There's tons of them. It's Starfire's Special 2. It's everything. It's doubling the damage that they're all doing. It's massive. So that helps out your entire team, plus helps out the only reason that you've got Batman, which is for that stun bomb. So that's why I have him at rank number 2 here. And if we look at him in Arena, I'll put him on with Dr. Fate, and we should be able to wreck through this really quickly. And again, I'm just doing Dr. Fate to show you guys how quickly you can run through these things if you have the right team. And again, Batman's only 36,000. So each of these characters that I'm about to fight are probably about 36,000. Let me see if I get a 96 maybe somewhere. We'll just do the 94 then, I guess. We'll do this one, and if we look at each of these characters, that character is the same threat level. Oh my god, I hate this glitch where it shows the wrong team. Flash is 22, so he's a little bit lower threat, and then Deadshot's a little bit lower threat, but it still should be at least a fight that I'm supposed to, have a little bit of trouble with. So let's see how this goes. And again, if you haven't used any of the Batman, then you're doing something wrong in your game. I know Arkham Knight Batman is very hard to get, but he is one of the best damage-dealing characters in the entire game. So try and get him if you have the ability to. So I'm going to just tag out real quick just to get that extra energy. And if you guys don't know, every time you tag in and out, you actually gain a bar of energy no matter who's on your team. Of course, you're going to do that. And he stunned me. This is why I said Speedforce The Flash is one of the best characters in the entire game, because he might actually just knock me out because I don't have any defense on my character. And he dashed backwards. I'm going to have to block because he's so freaking fast. Okay, here we go. So you can see now. Like, that's ridiculous. Let's do it again. Just why not, right? This is why I say that he's one of the best characters on the entire team. I played that very badly. I should have tagged him out, and then as soon as I tagged him in, used the stun bomb. But I just used 3 stun bombs and killed the entire team. And you can do that even without Dr. Fate on your team, because you saw that I had a full bar of power when I went into that final damage-dealing stun bomb. And even if I hadn't have had Dr. Fate in it, it would have only been, what, 4 bars of power lower or something like that. So he's a monster. Just make sure you play him correctly when you tag him in and out. Alrighty, folks. Now for the grand finale. Everybody knows who my favorite character in the entire game is. Well, not favorite, but the one that I put on my team the most. And that's Mythic Wonder Woman. She's... I don't even know how to put it. She's so broken. I apologize if you don't have her, but if you do have her, save up as many gems as you can. Get her to get one of those offers so that you can take the offer, spend gems on it, and get her to 5-star rating, because she absorbs 50% of the opponent's attack for 20 seconds when defeating them. Like you've seen in the past, my games only last maybe 40 seconds. That means when you've killed the first enemy after 20 seconds, you get their power for the rest of the match, because you've only got 20 more seconds left in the match. And then when you kill a second team member, then you get 50% of their damage as well. And her ability 1 is stackable, which means that you can get as many of those on top of each other as you want, which is insane. And then her chop slide does 5,470 damage and is armor piercing, which means that if you've got a tank on the enemy team like Emerald Green Lantern, who uses his special 2, his willpower, which beefs up his armor to mitigate 90% of the damage coming in, her chop slide doesn't give a shit about that. It's going to do 5,470 damage no matter what. And if you've got critical hit damage on there as well, and you can crit that damage, it does, you know, however much more damage you've got on your critical hit damage percentage. Insane. So they can be like 15,000 damage with no problem at all. Most of my critical hit damages are around 30,000, so it knocks an entire enemy teammate out. Then you've got Bracelet Block, which mitigates almost 90% of the incoming damage, and she can turn it on and off whenever the hell she wants. Everybody knows how Super Block works, and it also reflects about 60% of that damage onto the enemy team. So, excludes damage over time, obviously, but that doesn't really matter at all, because you can just move out of damage over time, right? So, if we're looking at this, she has massive damage, and massive damage. Her passive gives her extra damage. Her special 1 mitigates armor and does massive damage. Her special 2 mitigates damage coming into her so that she can continue to deal more damage without having to use any power, really. It's insane. So let's see how well we do here. So if we can get a 300k threat team. 311, that's kind of annoying because I'm going to have to build up my special 1 because of Horrific Scarecrow. Let's see if we can get an easier 300k threat team. I just want to do it really quickly. There's a 311. I'll take this one. Okay, so let's just see how hard this is, right? This is a 300k threat team facing my 1 character, okay? I'm going to just tag in and out just to get extra extra energy and stuff like that, but look at this, right? Oh, he's got really high defense because he's only taking 200 per set of my hits there. Okay, let's tag her back in now. That's 14-15 hit combo, and hopefully he doesn't block. He's out. 20k. 20k damage. Again. Oh, now we've got Atlantean Aquaman's damage, remember? Use my super block. I only barely used any energy blocking that entire special. We should be able to get Dr. Fate out pretty quickly. There's that damage over time. You just want to get out of it. But she's got an 8-hit combo as well. Here we go. And you can use that super block just to stop people's combos too. You don't have to use it. And then you can super block away from the stun as well. I should be tagging in and out, but I'm just going to keep using her just to prove a point. 12k damage, didn't even get a 8-hit combo in there and still got the 12. Now this guy's taking 1,000 damage there just on 1 hit because she's got 50% of the damage from Batman. She's a monster, guys. She's a freaking monster. She's the best damage dealer in the entire game just because she can also survive. She has that ability to block anything in the entire game except for damage over time, which she can just jump out of anyway. So guys, that is my top 5. If y'all have any other top 5 ideas, make sure you watch the other 2 videos about tanks and supports because I've put a couple of the damage dealers into those other categories. And it makes sense when you watch the video as to why they're in those other categories as opposed to in the DPS damage dealing category. So that is it for this video, y'all. If you liked the video, maybe leave a like, maybe subscribe, and I'll catch y'all in the next video. Peace, guys.